podcaster Scott Melker. Scott, listen, I'm in awe of what's happening overall, fintech. I talk about it a lot. The range of industries, big data, AIs, learning computers, payments, I love all of that, but none of it seem to sort of investing the funding of crypto and blockchain, and yet not a day goes by when there's not talk of more regulations. There are two well-known sayings, follow the money and you can't fight Main Street or City Hall. How does this all look when it shakes out, when the dust settles?
Well, listen, first you mentioned following the money, and in the words of the Wu Tang Clan, cash rules everything around me, and that cash is flowing heavily into the crypto industry. Private equity institutions are sitting on stockpiles of money.
We just stopped the interview right now. That's it.
I mean, good. I mean, that's really all we need to say, right? I mean, it is. But listen, they can't get money into this fast enough, and that's to the benefit of all the money printing and obviously the benefits of being an institution. I mean, we just saw a Series B raise for a European NFT and fantasy software platform called SoRare at $680 million, a valuation of $4.3 billion. I mean, that's a unicorn by any definition, regardless of the price of these assets. Institutions are chomping at the bit to invest in the picks and shovels of the crypto space. And to your second point, you can't fight City Hall, but for the first time, you can opt out of their broken system, at least with a portion of your portfolio, by buying some Bitcoin. Regulation's inevitable. Companies and investors operating in the United States will be subject to whatever rules are finally put in place. But when the dust settles, I'm hopeful we'll finally have regulatory clarity. It'll be reasonable and well considered, and at that point, the floodgates will open to this remaining wall of money that's trying to get into this space.
Love that, love that. Hey, Bitcoin promoted as a hedge against inflation, also a hedge against the stock market. But it's been down, right? These sessions where the market's under heavy pressure and crypto's got a chance to shine. It's like, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up. It's down. What's going on? I mean, it was down like 10% yesterday. It should have been up.
Listen, man, the success of a hedge is not judged in a day, especially when the entire planet goes risk off. Bitcoin's liquid, so some weekends they sound like panicked school kids in the first hint of trouble. But it's a bit misleading to only point out that on bad days, crypto performs worse than stocks. What happens on the good days? Well, crypto rips. Everyone touts the stock market recovery with prices doubling from March 2020 lows. In that time of historic money printing, Bitcoin pulled a casual 17x from 3,800 to 65K. Slightly more downside, exponentially more upside. So Bitcoin's absolutely
I got to squeeze this in, Scott.
Yeah.
Let me squeeze this in because Skybridge, they went, First Trust Skybridge went live with their crypto industrial digital ETF, Crypt CRPT. For a lot of people wondering how to trade, is this the best way to do it? Now, they hold all the top 10 holdings that we're familiar with. Is this the best way for investors who want us to get a start to try it, or should they do a different approach?
Listen, it's a good way, but it's not the best way. It's a relatively safe strategy for investing into companies that are building, but that comes with the risk of those companies being highly regulated, right? So call me old-fashioned. I like to own the assets that I purchase, and there's no better feeling than buying some Bitcoin, putting it in storage, becoming your own bank. Listen, Bitcoin, buying it's now as easy as buying stocks or any other asset. There's no excuse not to do it that way. I mean, people who buy gold as a hedge are the best corollary, right? They generally want to own physical gold. They bury it in their backyards, put it in a safety deposit box, whatever boomers do with their shiny rocks. But at the end of the day, the best way to gain exposure to crypto is simply buy it and hold it, man.
All right, cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money.
Get the
Scott,
money.
My man, thank you very much.